Assalamu alaikum. We are the members of Group C, and for our video presentation we have to present the other use case other than the main use case. So our main use case was managing student attendance. So we have already prepared a video and presented that use case on our managing attendance use case. We have already covered that. Now we are covering the other use case, which is registering attendance, and there are other use cases like login. So login is a common use case, that's why we are not going to cover it. We are going to cover the registering attendance. So let's go to the use case specification. So this is going to be the use case specification for the registering attendance, and the main actor is a student. The precondition is the student must log in with a valid metric number and password in order to register attendance, and it has to be an internet connection. So the normal flow, the first step is the system allows the student to choose his course ID, section number to get his attendance, including another option for taking leave. So the student chooses his course ID, section number for getting his attendance. Then the system displays the attendance report based on those information. So now the student can also go through an option for taking leave. He can also manage the leave messages. He can also go to the taking leave, and he can also write a message to instructor for taking a leave. So these are all in the alternative flow 1, and then he can continue to NF step 2. So this steps, then he can continue to this step, and the third step is the student interacts with an option for giving his attendance. So there will be a button like for giving the attendance. Then after pressing that, the system prompts the user to enter the random password generated from the instructor. So then the student needs to enter that password that is generated by the instructor. So here the student doesn't interact with an option for giving his attendance, so it can also be an alternative way. So then he can continue to NF step 3. So it will continue to NF step 3, and then we have got the step 4. The student enters the password. So when he enters the password, the system verifies and takes his attendance. And there is an alternative flow for this, like the student doesn't enter the password, then the system will not take his attendance, and it will then continue to NF step 4. Okay, so then after the student entering password, the system verifies his attendance, and on the fifth step, the system updates the new attendance record into the attendance report. So this is going to be the login interface for the student. So the student will log in first, and then after logging in, the student will have this home page, and here will be the student's name, student's metric number, and his kulia name, and his semester, year or session. So here are also a calendar, the IOM logo, and this is the option for sending leave messages to the instructor. And here will be the student's picture and his name, and this is the logout, and this is the main thing for getting the attendance. So he will have to register attendance with selecting the course ID from a drop down menu. So he will have to select the course ID that he has taken. So the course ID will show the courses that the student has taken, and he has to put the section number for the course he has taken, and then he will get the attendance report. Here there will be the list of the students with the metric number, so he will get his metric number and his percentage of attendance and his attendance, he was in leave or he was attended or he was absent. So he will get everything on this, and he will have the option for giving the attendance here. So after clicking this button, he will get to give the attendance for the current date. The current date is 29, so for this 29 he will get to give the attendance. And then after pressing this button, the enter password option will appear. So he will have to insert the password that's generated by the instructor, and he will press on the get attendance, and then the he will get his attendance like this. A tick sign will appear, so he has got his attendance. And for managing or taking a leave, he will go to the taking a leave button. He will press the taking a leave button, and this interface will come out. So there will be the instructor's name and the course code that he has sent messages to. So there will be the list of the messages that he sent to the instructors. And for writing a new message to a new instructor or to a new subject or course, then he will click on the write new message, and then a write a new message interface will appear like this. And then he will select the course ID from a drop down menu. So there will be the courses that has only been taken by the student. So he will choose from the drop down menu a course, and then he will write a message and send it. So after sending the message will be sent to that instructor's profile who has been taking the course for this student to a specific section. So this will be the new instructor's name with course ID, and this will be the new message that he sent earlier right now. So this is our prototype, and the student will log in with his account for registering attendance, and then this interface will come out. There is this calendar, so calendar will show today's date 29, and course ID, he can select course ID. First let's take a look at the take a leave, because there is one message pending. So here this one message is unread, so let's read this. The teacher has replied that okay, I will consider. So he is gonna consider his leave, this student's leave that he sent earlier. And there are some other teachers messages. So this is the option for sending message to the instructors. And if the student wants to write a new message, then he can choose his course that he's been taking. Like he choose this course, and he will write something else, anything you want to, and send it to the teachers, to this specific course teacher who is taking this course on a specific section, and the message will be sent. So this is the new message that's been sent right now. Assalamu alaikum teacher. So this has been sent on this specific instructor's system. So now he can go back to home or give his attendance. Like for this course, the instructor is taking attendance, so he will select the course and section and proceed. And then this the one with the student's name, so it will be highlighted, and he can give his attendance. Only when the instructor opens the link, this give attendance button will appear, and otherwise this button will be deactivated. So at the time of taking attendance, it will be activated, and by tapping it, this screen appears for inputting the password. So let's say this is the password, and hit on the get attendance, and he will get the attendance, and the attendance is saved. So this is going to be the prototype. Or the student can go back to the previous months, and he can print the sheet, attendance sheet for the previous months also. So he will log out, and this is going to be the prototype of our registering attendance. So these are test cases. So our first test case is review attendance with valid section number. So when the student is gonna review for registering his attendance, then he has to select the correct section number for his course. So first he will navigate to the home page for registering attendance, then navigate to the register attendance option, and then he will provide valid section number for the selected course ID. So the test case will be course ID and section number will be like this. So when he clicks on the proceed, the student should be able to proceed to the attendance report and give his attendance. So he has to give the proper section number, then he will get the attendance. And for invalid section number, when he inputs the wrong section number for this course that he selected, then after clicking the proceed button, the user should not be able to proceed to the attendance report. So there will be a system error, failed to generate report, and does not proceed. So this for the invalid section number. And now the third one is registering attendance with valid password. So when the instructor will generate the password, and the student will have to input that actual password that matches with the instructor's generated password. So first he will navigate to the attendance report, then he will click on the give attendance button, and then he will provide the password. So the actual password is this. Let's guess that the actual password is this. So the student has inputted this one. He has inputted the correct one. After clicking on the get attendance button, he should be able to get the attendance. So the actual result is yes, the system verifies password and saves the attendance. So the status is passed. Then for the invalid password, when the student inputs the wrong password, then after hitting the get attendance button, the student should not be able to get the attendance. So there should be an error, wrong password inserted, like this. So now next one is valid storage of percentage under the current attendance. So when the attendance report is displayed, there is a column called the total percentage or the current percentage of attendance. So when a student attends all classes, the current attendance will be 100%. So the user should get the correct percentage of attendance, and the actual result is yes, the correct percentage of attendance is displayed, so it is passed. And for the invalid one, invalid storage of percentage under current attendance, then when a student attends all classes, the current attendance needs to be 100%, but the test data is 97%, so it's displaying wrong. So the user should get the incorrect percentage of attendance. So the incorrect percentage of attendance is displayed. So this is a test case, and another test case is valid storage of numbers under the classes missed column. So in the attendance report, there is a classes missed column, and when a student attends all classes missed number will be 0. So user should get the correct number of classes missed. So the actual result is yes, the correct number of classes missed is displayed. And for the invalid storage of numbers under the classes missed, when the student attends all classes, the classes missed should be 0, right? But it's displaying 1. So the user should get the incorrect number of classes missed. This is the expected result, and the actual result is yes, he is getting the incorrect number of classes missed. So it's also passed. So these are the test cases for this registering attendance use case, and that's all from us. Thank you.